I think is probably warranted, if for no other reason than we've seen radical violence at a church in the not too distant past. We've also seen, I think, attempts to create violence and mayhem and fear in churches around the country, synagogues and other places. And so I feel like the radical left is somewhat emboldened right now to go up to and now into places of worship. It sounds like the FACE Act is what they're going to use. I've also heard today from some sources that the Ku Klux Klan Act of 1871, they may look at that for bringing charges to Don Lemon and these radical leftists that went into this church. I think if they don't do something to these people who did this, you're going to see it proliferate in churches across the country, and that will be very regrettable.
You make a good point about the issue, but it isn't necessary to say the radical left did this. It's protest.
It's necessary to stop.
You're making it political. It's legal.
The panel lost it after Scott made this point.
If I were sitting in a church
said might not sit well, because I talked about the offspring you had with that thing. I know you can make a better looking baby than that. I'm willing to show you.
Oh my God, who do I call?
You're not gonna do with that suck again. You're not gonna come see what say I suck again.
I would have beat this out of Corey. Darlene, you loved me.
Darlene, get out the way. Don't get in the way of two.
Riva TV.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. Guys, listen, I don't even have all my equipment. Okay, I am literally out of town. All of January has been dedicated to me being out of town, traveling, all kind of stuff, and I'm still not back yet, right? But every time I opened up my Instagram, all I keep seeing is, you know, people wanting my reaction to what happened with Corey and Anton.
You're not gonna do with that suck again. You're not gonna come see what say I suck again.
We can go all back right now.
We can go all back right now.
And, you know, I was very adamant. I'm like, you know, as a lady, this is men's business. And, you know, just like if my brothers or my cousins or, you know, men around me were getting into it, I would do whatever I can to de-escalate the situation, but I wouldn't necessarily interject in the situation. However, things have taken a turn. Right? Like it's just been getting worse and worse and worse.
Let me be very clear. I want to be very, very clear. I want you to hear it from me directly. I would have beat this out of Corey. Darlene, you loved me. You loved what I was about, and I loved what you was about also. I don't think that you being in a position. You sitting in there, and you got to sit next to this Neanderthal and shit like that. And I think that they throttling you. You know what I'm saying? I think that you being, anyways.
Miss Daniels, listen. I know what I said might not sit well, because I talked about the offspring you had with that thing. I know you can make a better looking baby than that. I'm willing to show you. I will take vitamins to make sure I shoot to the spot where the cute baby at in the back of you.
My immediate concern was, oh my God, who do I call? But I couldn't call anybody because everything was closed at the time. So immediately pulling her out of school, immediately making sure that I go and assess the damage, trying to figure out if we're able to get her into the same competitions.
The more that I come on my platform and I talk about other things, the more people want to hear my opinion on this situation. So if you guys are unaware, Corey Holcomb had Anton Daniels on his platform. And the two of them were there to discuss all kinds of different things. And one of those things being politics.
A man. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of y'all know. We said he was coming. Anton in the house. Hey man, let me tell you something. I'm so glad you're here. Because people need to see a clash like this. Not a clash within something bad, just people who got something to say, like what you say and what I say. I think it's gonna be it. Interesting.
I do too.
I know we ain't gonna be able to get to it all, but
We're gonna try.
there's so much to say. I gotta ask you this, just off top.
I'm with it.
How do you feel? Because we ain't gonna do all politics, because that ain't what the show
We
about.
gotta get there though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't want you to miss no points.
All right,
Now, when I watched the live stream, what I saw was basically, for lack of better words, it was kind of like they were trying to get to a deeper, a heavier conversation, but it seemed like there was more anticipation than necessary in the beginning of the conversation.
then this is the problem that I have. What you want?
What do you mean when you say what you need?
What do y'all want?
What
Like,
do you want?
cause y'all complaining about it over and over again, and I'm trying to understand what is it that y'all looking for.
To me, in my personal opinion, I think that comes from a plethora of things. I think that comes from Anton knowing that him and Corey are on two different sides of the spectrum. And, you know, also Corey understanding that this person is also on the other side of the spectrum with ideas and you know, policies and all of that. So it was kind of like something that almost like you would have anticipated. You would have been more shocked if it went extremely well than if it didn't go well. And things escalated extremely quickly.
What is gonna help
a
y'all?
whole thing that has happened?
Because I'm solutions oriented, and I'm tired of that ain't never been complaining about that they ain't never been through.
If you black in the United States, you've been through some. So are you saying black people in the United States, some of them have skipped over racism?
Yes, definitively.
Come on, man.
Definitively.
Do you understand that it's made like that on purpose? The position,
It's the system.
the
The system
position
against us. I got it.
Okay, but the position you and your people are in,
Who's my people?
black people, do you claim black people?
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say you're a black man first, I think something wrong with that.
Now, for those of you guys who don't know, a long time ago, when Anton was actually
6 events as they related to election interference and primarily targeted Donald Trump.
So they have people out there screaming, saying that the people on January 6th should still be indicted
After all that's happened. That's crazy.
after all that has happened. So what about the people out there
Right now.
protesting ICE? Is it not literally the same exact thing?
It's worse because they're blocking law enforcement. They're putting themselves in front of active investigations and arrests. It's not like they're going in and standing outside of something. Like the ones who are just standing on the street with their signs, you have a right to do that. But if you are stopping a law enforcement agent from doing their job, that should be illegal.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not.
It's been getting super hectic during this hearing. Here's a little bit of it.
I would like to quickly address the police officers of January 6th. Mr. Don, Mr. Fanone, Mr. Gonell, Mr. Hodges. I'm a member of the new select committee to actually examine what happened that day. And I can tell you, gentlemen, that the fault does not lie with Donald Trump. It lies with Yogananda Pittman and the U.S. Capitol leadership team. We know they had the intelligence and there was going to be a high propensity for violence that day. Claim my time, yeah.
You will be in order. The time belongs to the gentleman from Texas. We've had some disruptions already. We don't need that. Let the gentleman may continue.
We know the Capitol leadership team, specifically Yogananda Pittman, had the intelligence and there was going to be a high propensity for violence that day.
So the guy that said F yourself, that tried to cough it, he's the one that got into it with someone in there. It was getting super hectic. Here's this clip right here. We're gonna run this clip too. He was out there faking tears, saying these people, yeah, they should be prosecuted.
Is he the cop? Yeah. He's a police officer from January 6th.
I'll have her trade in this fucking country. Why are you saying my stance? Absolutely. Look behind me. Why should I? I'm communicating with you.
Ton of old man dudes.
Right? Look at your face. Let's have a seat. Trust me, I'm using a lot of shit. Many people are constraining you. Look at me. Total control over
Hey, the committee will be in order.
Mr. Chairman, will you?
No shame.
Sir, it will be in order.
Treating these people that way.
This guy is threatening my family.
Members of the audience,
Children.
members of the audience will please sit down or remove themselves from the
children.
committee room.
My children, you sick bastard. My children.
What? What the hell is he talking about?
He says that guy threatened to rape his children.
Please.
Drop kick Murphys. You don't own a polo shirt or something nice you could have wore, brother. He was
Yeah,
out there
there's plenty.
defending the Capitol from January 6ers.
So it's like, why are you the only one?
And how did it get to the kids in that word? Oh, he self-deployed himself while he was off duty hearing distress calls, pulled into the the mob by the rioters, beaten with a flagpole, tased until he had a heart attack, sprayed with chemicals, and suffered serious injuries like concussion, traumatic brain injury, and PTSD.
So they beat the shit
Go
out
out and find out.
They beat the shit out of him. He had a wait.
Just kidding.
They said they
Just
beat him
kidding.
to a heart attack.
They tased him till he had a heart attack.
How did they have tasers?
They probably took his taser. They beat him with a flagpole.
I can see why he's a little
They
upset.
said, damn it, the election was stolen. Whoop his ass.
What the heck, bro? Okay.
That was wrong.
Actually,
That was wrong.
Actually,
They shouldn't have did that.
people was like he was faking. Look, this was what it says. He was faking, holding back tears. I mean, he probably was pretty beat, guys. But like I say, it's no different than what's happening today. That's all I'm here to say is to tell the truth on that. Everybody know it was bad. It shouldn't have happened. It's happening right now.
No, I mean, we can't justify political violence in any way. So even if,
Let's be real on both sides.
yeah, let's not do that. I was just kidding, y'all.
I came here today to remind Americans of what Donald Trump is capable of. And the violence that he unleashed on all Americans on January 6, 2021. For 2 decades, I was a DC police officer serving the citizens of the District of Columbia, primarily working in narcotics. On January 6, 2021, I heard distress calls coming from fellow police officers on the Capitol as thousands of Trump supporters rushed them and brutally assaulted members of law enforcement. That day, I, like many hundreds of other DC police officers, put on a uniform and responded to the Capitol to assist our brothers and sisters in law enforcement, defending the Capitol from a violent, armed mob of Trump's supporters. These supporters were fueled by Trump's lies and the lies of his surrogates, lies that the 2020 election was stolen. Those same lies have been spewed by Donald Trump and his surrogates about what happened to me and so many other police officers on January 6, 2000.
We saw the footage though.
But bro, he's trying to use this for political reasons.
Yeah.
This was 6 years ago now. They're in the middle of there's a lot of different things going on right now.
He doesn't want them to get away with beating his ass and tasing him.
Trump didn't tell them specifically,
like,
y'all whoop him and tase him.
Like he
But
needs
he
to be.
unleashed him on the Capitol.
Yeah,
He
like,
didn't. He said, let's be peaceful. We saw the video.
We saw the
He said,
video.
let's be peaceful.
we saw them edit the video. They
He said,
actually.
let's be peaceful.
You can't find the
You know,
video.
never mind. Never mind.
Yeah. But we cannot find the video.
They took it down.
He got his ass whooped. That's what it is. I mean, it wasn't
he's
right.
okay.
It wasn't right. But we can't just blame Donald Trump for that, guys.
We can't.
We cannot do that.
He did not like actually send a hit on you like he's acting like.
Like, I mean, he said Trump's name too much. Oh, what is Trump capable of? Well, we see what he's capable of now.
It's going good.
Making people almost not have taxes, brother. You think they worry about your crybaby ass? No, they worry about the economy. We worry about the border, and that's it. He doing his thing on that, and everybody see that. But I don't know, man. The J stuff. I just like, why are we still talking about J6?
It was a long time ago.
It's like Like literally like a decade.
When they love riding every day over the littlest things.
Like it's like a decade from now we talk about, oh, you know, how they were beating up ICE agents. Like, bro, that's literally a decade ago. Nobody's gonna speak on that.
Officer Fanone, how are you today?
I'm great.
What happened in there?
What are you talking about?
That confrontation.
Jack Smith testified about how he had proof beyond a reasonable doubt that Donald Trump incited, orchestrated, and funded the insurrection at the Capitol on January 6, 2021.
It seemed like there was a fight in there.
No, there was no fight.
Is it true, Officer Fanone, that you turned off your own body camera on January 6th?
No.
I saw your body cam. You turned it off yourself. You were playing dead. I saw your body cam footage.
You're a fucking
What am I?
right-wing conspiracy theorist.
I saw you turn off your body cam footage, sir, but thank you for
Whoa. She grilled him, low-key. Whoa. He thought you was on his side. She said you played dead. That's how you know they was whooping him.
Hey, bro, you gotta chill, bro.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
He turned off his body cam?
They must have
Hey, you
been
know what? I
whooping
felt
his
bad for the
ass.
guy.
He said,
But I felt bad for the guy. They can't see me getting whooped like this. I felt bad for the guy, but I don't know anymore.
I mean, it was.
it's bad. It's a bad situation.
And he wasn't even on duty. He got up off his ass, off duty, and went to go try to save them, and didn't work out. I feel bad for you. They should not have done it. Political violence is always wrong.
See, we sound better than CNN because they won't say that. They won't even condemn the violence that's going on right now.
These guys are so lucky they're not under oath because they would have to tell you what they really think of Trump. They call him crooked. They call him cruel. They call him a scumbag. I've heard you all say it. You're lucky you're not under Trump, but when the lights go on and the cameras are on, you're tiny, you're small, you shrink. Everyone remembers Matt Gaetz coming over here after a committee hearing. He would laugh at how stupid he thought Trump was. This is all a show. And Mr. Smith, you're just the latest act that they've brought in. But they can't erase what happened on January 6th because we saw it with our own eyes.
Man, they're not letting this go.
It is very annoying.
I remember he said even on the show The Boys they referenced J6.
Oh yeah, it was disgusting. That show has went off the rails.
Man, they went woke. Go woke, you go broke.
So Trump said that Jack Smith should be prosecuted.
Yeah, because he's the reason them people went to jail.
The people that were like committing super violence, all right, I can see you going, you know, for a couple months.
He was just
Maybe
there
up to a
chilling,
year.
walking around.
But I was hearing they were snatching up random people.
Withhold that information from an Article 3 judge in the process of taking the records of the Speaker of the House.
We complied with Department.
Did you hold back
Mr.
that
Chairman, would you please instruct the gentleman to allow the witness to answer the questions?
It's not your time. I'd like my time back.
Mr. Chairman, you have
please.
repeatedly done that in the past. The witness has the right to answer the question.
And there'll be due time to answer the question. Would you please put my time back and let me finish this? Mr. Smith, I asked you a question and you were not responsive to it, and I want you to be responsive to it. Did you, whether you think it was legal or not, whether you think it was right or not, did you withhold the name of Kevin McCarthy, Speaker of the House, when you were seeking records on Kevin McCarthy, the Speaker of the House, or Jim Jordan, the chairman of this committee?
At the time the gentleman is...
No, please give me back the time and take it away.
Time has expired, but we're going to let the witness answer your question because it's an important question. The witness can respond.
We did not provide that information to the judge when we requested a non-disclosure order, consistent with the law and consistent with Department.
Mr. Chairman, the amazing thing here today is that we have an admission that an Article
Mr. Chairman, the gentleman's time has expired by now 34 seconds.
It gets more than 5 minutes.
How many times are you going to interrupt me?
The time belongs to the gentleman from California, but it has expired.
I will be brief in my address to the chairman. We have the evidence that an Article 1 representative on behalf of the president withheld that Article 3.
Mr. Chairman, our witness managed the same leniency.
And with that,
They're hiding something. If we got Democrats in the crowd saying, hey, oh, that's a crazy question. Actually, I have footage right here of where he got abused really bad. And this right here, I could see why people would be very, very upset.
Well, let me ask you this. Am I on this list? Did you target my records and subpoena my phone toll records?
My understanding is your records were subpoenaed by prosecutors before I became special counsel.
Well, staff would put this up on the screen. I'm thankful for the great staff who discovered the email, where I learned for the first time a few weeks ago that my phone records were indeed targeted. We called AT&T and we've learned that they were given to the Department of Justice, as this email indicates, because I had been in communication with Scott Perry, one of my colleagues here in Congress, who literally had his phone taken from him in front of his family. And of course, as we've already talked about in this document, it talks about you could be in violation of the privilege by even obtaining and possessing this information if the member objected to the disclosure. This happened 4 years ago in May of 2022, and I couldn't object because I didn't know. I didn't know until about 3 weeks ago. My question here is, was there any limits to your investigation or the investigation that preceded you, Mr. Smith? Because as egregious as a violation of separation of powers this is, as an egregious and abuse of power it is, it's far more concerning you are clearly targeting American citizens for merely being conservative or supporting the president. We've got memos that we've already been talking about in this hearing from April 2022 that preceded you that establish and open the investigations, one of which has Attorney General Merrick Garland's signature on it. And the focus was the electors. Now, that was 6 months before you were appointed. You testified earlier, you met and interviewed Merrick Garland and Deputy AG Lisa Monaco. And you briefed the AG and deputy multiple times. Did you brief them on the electors and the prosecution of their supposed crimes?
Did I? I'm sorry.
Did you brief them on the electors and their supposed crimes?
I don't recall specific conversations, but I'm sure that in the course of briefing them, I discussed.
Hey, wasn't that the purpose of the entire investigation as it was set out? Because putting aside that in 1960, it was already talked about, my friend Mr. Tiffany, that Hawaii put forward an alternate slate of electors, the investigation pivoted to President Trump and, frankly, anybody who knew him. Do you know who Cleta Mitchell is?
Yes, I do.
She's an election lawyer that was involved in filing an election contest on behalf of President Trump in Georgia in December of 2020. A 64-page complaint with over 1,100 pages of exhibits, witness affidavits, and expert witness reports documenting thousands of votes cast in violation of Georgia law, but which were nevertheless included in the vote totals. Now, notwithstanding the disposition of the cases that was filed, is that a criminal act? Filing an election contest on behalf of a candidate for office, a client. Is that a criminal act, yes or no?
No, in fact, we
So why did you deem it appropriate to monitor Cleta Mitchell's long-distance phone records in 2023, 2.5 years after the election contest was filed and after the presidential electors were certified? What about Jen Ellis?
Yeah, monitoring people's phone records is insanity.
Like, come on, man.
Just because they're Republican.
That's pretty insane.
They wouldn't stop at anything to get Trump. That's why.
Kevin McCarthy, Jim Jordan, Mike Kelly, Louis Gohmert, Marsha Blackburn, Lindsey Graham, Bill Haggerty, Josh Hawley, Ron Johnson, John Kennedy, Mike Lee, all those are Republicans.
Wow, that's super bad. So anybody that supports Trump, just like us, just regular people.
Gonna come get you.
How can you go as far as to calling someone a Nazi? And now people are believing it. Like, I mean, if you call someone a Nazi, you have some out for them. You do. You're calling them Hitler. They're making up things where they're saying Elon Musk did a Heil Hitler salute.
Show us what he did.
I'm not. See, I'm scared to do it,
He said you shouldn't do that.
He said, and they're like, wow, these people are actually Nazis. Now people on the street calling ICE agents that are doing their job Nazis. Yeah, guys. I mean, hey, I wasn't there on J6, so I guess we don't know really how bad it was.
I wish we were.
All right,
I'm just kidding.
But we don't know how bad it was. But all we do is call out the truth, and we got to call out on both sides.
They was beating cops' ass with flagpoles. It was pretty serious.
Shouldn't do that. Should not do that. That is wrong. I wouldn't have done that.
People were shooting.
Again, I wouldn't leave my house for no type of protest.
I would never protest.
I would not protest. I don't protest.
Is the hang Nancy Pelosi?
I think I'm more important than protest, and if I got to get in harm's way in order to protest, I won't do it. Me personally.
Not protest.
Hanging Nancy
Don't
Pelosi,
protest, y'all. Don't protest for nothing.
Was a bit extreme, but I mean
that was extreme.
I don't know, man. But we do know that Trump said, "Hey, I think that y'all." I know my supporters. Y'all should probably have a lot more cops there. They said, "Nah, let it get out of control."
Well, there was people who